It's nice and peaceful here now that the lock's filled up due to this boat that's going through. I quite like it when the sun goes in, but I'm really not a sun lover, but we don't see a lot of it, so I should try and enjoy it as much as I can.
Welcome to my David Wilson Out and About YouTube channel. I'm Dave, the Wandering Widower. In my previous video, I paddled from Yalding to Sluice Weir Lock. Having stopped for a rest and a spot of lunch, the return journey begins. The journey feels like a perfectly timed meditation on water. The rhythmic dip and pull of the paddle, the subtle sounds of the river, and the ever-changing natural canvas combine to create a deeply restorative experience. It's a chance to unplug, to breathe deeply, and to see Kent from a unique, low-level perspective.
Getting a bit busier on the river now. That's what I said, it will pick up as the day goes on. Oh yeah, you're right. Morning, you alright? Hi guys. They're in hire crafts. There's a local hire company. I can't think of the name off the top of my head, but I'll put it on the video below. I actually had a nice chat with the lady from the canoe kayak hire this morning. They were dropping off at Yalding when I was launching. So really friendly. I've seen them loads of times on the river over the years, either here or up the far end at Tunbridge. So if you're in the area, haven't got a kayak, look them up. I suppose the polite way of saying it is brain fog, but I'm calling it a brain fart. I've got in, I'm chatting away, and I've got the mic on my chest and I'm probably rubbing against it, but I've now put it back in the holder in front of me. I decided last night that I wanted to do this paddle from Yalding to Sluice Weir because I hadn't done it for so long and I knew it wasn't too far and it wasn't going to be too busy. So I thought, okay, now the only problem with Yalding, it can be very, very difficult to park, and I can't cart the kayak too far. So I thought, well, what I better do, as I normally do, I'm pretty good like that, I have a plan B. Plan B was to go to Teessing Country Park if I couldn't park up at Yalding, or if there was a problem at Yalding. The last time I came down, there was building work, so the platform wasn't accessible. So plan B was to go to Teessing Country Park. There's about 150 metre walk from the car park to the launch point, so I thought, right, make sure you load up your kayak trolley and your straps and that, and I did all that last night, all done, checklist in my head. So I get out this morning and off I go. Next thing you know, I'm sort of driving along and I thought, why am I coming through Sevenoaks? Now I know it doesn't mean nothing to you, but I'm not even going anywhere near Yalding. I'm just going out somewhere. I'm not even going near Teessing. I thought, what am I doing here? So I've literally had to pull up and put it in the sat-nav, because I thought I can't trust myself to get myself back on the right tracks. Basically a journey of about 20 minutes and about 15 to 17 miles turned into about 34 miles and obviously 50 minutes. I am starting to worry about myself sometimes, you know. Am I going mad? But yeah, it's just, I've never done that before. That's a new one to me. Maybe I've got too much going on, too much on my mind. I need to clear some of it, which is partly why I come out on the paddle. You can see the navigation sign on the bridge. It's very tempting to say, well, I don't need to do that, I'm only in a kayak. I've just looked to the right, and I tell you something, that is literally concrete slabs and rocks, and about probably about 150 millimeters deep. I mean, there's no reason to go to the right, but sometimes you just go, oh, I'll just go through the right hand channel. No, that would have been, yeah, that would have been bad. I'd have been smashing into rocks and stuck in there. Well, we're now back to where the campsite was I was talking about on the way upstream. Obviously we're paddling downstream now. Upstream was towards the source. Now we're paddling down towards Yalding Lock, which is the end of this trail and the beginning of the tidal River Medway. I was just checking the time, not that I'm in a hurry, and it's 11:46. I've been on the water, was it about 8:15 from memory? Something like that. And so I've been on the, 3.5 hours, but in all fairness, I probably stopped off at Sluice Weir Lock for 50 minutes there, because I had the drone up, doing all sorts, taking photos, checking out kit. So that was quite a long stop off for me. Obviously had my lunch, well, brunch at that time in the morning, but I didn't have any breakfast. The time I got up, it was just get up, get the rest of the stuff loaded in the car, get to my destination. We're now approaching Stoneham Lock again. I thought there was a narrowboat around that left-hand channel there, but there isn't. So I couldn't turn completely around. This kayak's quite stable, but you don't want to be mucking around. Not too much mucking around with cameras on sticks. What I might do, rather than going through the, I mean, it says go to the right through the navigation through the old lock, but I might go to the left, just see what's around there. I'm sure there is some moorhens around there, and I know there was a motor launch there this morning. So it's got to be deep enough for me. It's just pointing you to go through there. Also, I'll look out for any get out points, although I've done it before. It's very overgrown now. It wasn't so overgrown. I think I pitched up here in late autumn. There was sort of like spaces for me to get out. And I've seen other people trying to get out here and saying, no, you know, it's ridiculous. There's no reason not to come around here other than the low bridge for bigger craft. Obviously I can get under it. And also you wouldn't want to come around here disturbing people. There's a couple of craft around here. Very old. Now I have seen a point you could get out and then walk across that bridge to the middle island and pitch up. I think that's the first time I've actually videoed that. I've done it, but I've never videoed it before. Right, onwards and upwards. Now, you probably know the rules of the waterway are to stay to the right hand bank. Yeah, okay. Look, one motorised craft has come down here. I didn't even see that. That was up the lock. If you know it's really hardly anyone about, I tend to sort of cut the corners rather than go, see, I'm going to do it now. So I'll be going to the right rather than all the way round there. Obviously that's the correct side to be on, but it's a bit of give and take. I mean, I've been on the left hand side actually trying to catch shade, you know, it was a shaded area, and some large craft have come along and they're not bothered, you know. I've just tucked myself in the left hand side because they're going down the middle, they're not on the right or the left. So there's a little bit of common sense rather than just 100% stick to the rules. It's not a road. And I've just down paddle again. Just going to let myself drift along and have a drink. I've still got the 2 iced cold bottles in the cooler bag, but this is okay, still drinkable. It's not too hot, although I might pour it over my head when I'm packing away. When I was tethered up at Sluice Weir Lock and I was showing you the loadout, I was talking about my possibles bag and the white bag, and again, you know, while I was chatting away, couldn't remember what was in them. A lot of the stuff that's in them is more or less permanently packed. So like the white 10 litre dry sack in the back has a permanent first aid kit in there. The first aid kit in there is made up for kayaking, if you like. It's sort of more kayaking specific, and when I go hiking I've got another one in my hiking kit. That doesn't necessarily stay in a bag because I use different bags, but this white bag, it always comes out. So I've got that in there, like I said, as well as clothes. In the possibles bag in the front, 5 litre bag, I have, like I said, I've got my concertina piss pop, posh word, isn't it, urine collector. I vape, so I've got bits and bobs from my vape in there, spare batteries, and that's sort of an assortment of bits I may need when I'm out on the water. So the other thing I've got is a rain jacket. It's not going to rain today, but it's a shower, it's a poncho, so very lightweight, doesn't weigh nothing. I can throw that on. Yeah, I talked about that. But what I have got is sun cream, and I use the Skin So Soft Original as my bug repellent, so I always carry that. Generally speaking, I didn't this morning because I knew the weather was going to be indifferent early on. Generally speaking, I will give myself a coating before I leave, so it sort of dries into me a bit, and then reapply if necessary as it gets hotter during the day. Bug repellent, yeah, very necessary. If you get eaten alive, you don't even know it till the next morning. Now, I've more or less gone through what's in that bag, but if you would like me to do a loadout video, you know, for the moment, summer loadout, winter I would carry more stuff, you know, more clothes and things like that, then please let me know in the comments below. I'm quite happy to do that. I would generally do that after I've been out on the paddle when I'm cleaning the kayak, so I'll do that outside the front of my house rather than the back garden, because the back garden is always roasting hot. The front garden's shaded, and that's where I tend to put my kayak, well, the front path outside my property. I tend to do my kayak cleaning there. So I'm quite happy to do that if you want to see my loadout. Obviously it won't include cameras unless you want that. If you want to see what all my camera equipment is set up, I'm willing to do a video on that as well, but I'll just keep it as if you were going out on the paddle, kayak, my lines that I use front and back, the type of bags I use, and what's in my bags, what I feel is necessary, from the most important down to the, well, may as well take it with me type of product. I'll leave that there, see what you say. There's no fancy film work in this one today. This is just as it is, getting out kayaking. And I hope that you don't mind. I did originally intend on just videoing the trip out for a short video, and now I've turned it into an out and back video, which has made it longer, but let me know, because I know some people don't like longer form videos, and other people do. They like something they can sit down and actually watch rather than 10 minutes, boom, done. But I'd be very interested in your opinion. I like making long form videos. Simple as. It is my style. I don't like condensing them into short videos. I like to chat to you guys on the way and show you as much of the journey as I can. Now that in front of us now, they're like mobile homes. It's called Little Venice. It's all mobile homes. It has its own marina. It's absolutely smashing, to be honest. They call it Little Venice. So it's got a marina tucked around the back, and you often see some of the boats moored up. There's moorhens further down on the right, which we'll be going past in a minute. So often their boats are moored up there as well. Let's get over to the right. It's actually a real smashing place to live. So here's the moorings I was talking about. Not a lot there at the moment. Just trying to look at the sign. I don't know whether they're for them or whether they're just general moorings. Here, where are we? Let's have a look. Welcome to Yalding Casual Moorings. So they're for anybody. Love this house on the left. I'm gonna take you over a bit. See, now I wish I'd kept the camera out. Was I lazy packing it away? I've got enough in here at the moment. That's a lovely property. And that's the property where I went towards the geese, the white geese earlier. We're nearly back at Yalding now. What I will do, check out the platform. Shouldn't be busy at the moment. And then I might go a little bit further down the Canalized bit, I struggle saying that, towards Hampstead Lock. Because if you want to go downstream from here, you have to go past the Yalding canoe platform, straight on. I will show you this. And you have to portage at Hampstead Lock, and then you can carry on downstream to Teesing Lock, or Watering Breed first and then Teesing. Well, there's the Boathouse pub directly in front of us. We go left there, and where the boys are, that is Yalding Weir. That's why you can't continue downstream. You have to take a little detour. Nice pub, never been in it. you may not be aware, I actually don't drink alcohol, so if I'm going to the pub, I'm just going to catch up with old friends. So it's a bit unusual for me to actually visit pubs when I'm out and about where I don't know anyone. Not very busy, but it's Friday lunchtime. I think from sort of 4 o'clock today, because it's a warm day and we're at our sort of lightest at the moment, I think you'll find that there'll be a lot of people turning up here at 3:30, 4 o'clock for evening paddles. And I struggle with crowds, and you've got to get the kayak out, and you know, this takes me a while to unload the amount of stuff I'm carrying with my OH. Struggling a bit here. It's just all on the right hand at the moment. That's it, arm round. Just going to tip my left pedal, take it a bit sharper. That's the Environment Agency office here, and there is some amenities. What I will do later, when I've packed away and I've just chilled out a little bit, I will take a few photos of here, this launch point. There is facilities here, there's toilets and showers if you have the key, or you can pay, I think it's £1 or something like that. But they're closed at the moment. There's been a bit of an incident in them, and they're due to open next week. So there is actually toilets, but they're not sort of just freely available. Now the bridge we've just gone under is called a lifting bridge, and again, you need a key to operate it. You can't just operate it. So we've got a craft that doesn't fit underneath, and I only just fit it underneath. Then you can get under it. There's the canoe platform to the right. A kiddie fishing there. So I'm just going to take it steady. So we've just passed the canoe platform on the right, and now we're going down on the Canalized stretch toward Hampstead Lock. I'll take you down there, turn around, and you'll see the canoe platform on the way back. Now there is a cafe down here as well, which I've never used. So where I've parked by the canoe platform, literally a few yards back, just past it actually, to my right. I think it's maybe called the Hot Pickers Rest. I'll look on the way back. So if you wanted to, and you got down here early, you wanted a brekkie, you can get in there and get a bite to eat as well. It's been there for years, and I can never work out where it was. I kept hearing about this cafe. It's only I think the last time out, I parked a little bit away from the canoe platform and walked and see it. So, but at least it's there. So this stretch from the canoe platform is around about probably, I don't know, 100 metres. I'm going to stop there for a coffee anyway. There's no one at the platform to disturb me. There won't be for a few hours. So all I want to do is get this kayak out of the water, packed away, before an abundance of, potentially an abundance of school children turn up with paddle balls later on, take over the canoe platform. And now I'm approaching Hampstead Bridge. You'll probably see a car come over it in a minute. And the lock is just under that. I could have actually parked, I was spoiled for choice this morning, very unusual. I could have actually parked at Hampstead Lock this morning and paddled downstream to Teeston Lock. It was tempting, but I was hell-bent on getting the Yalding to Sluice Weir done. There's a few paddlers coming down. Like I said, they've had to portage. It's not so bad if you've got a nice lightweight kayak. Another campsite across the road, Riverview, camping caravans and motorhomes. And that's got river access if you do want to pitch up. They've got their own area where you can put in on the downstream side. Oh yeah, right. So here's the lock, and if you like, it's in our favour. When it's this way round, I could probably get away with it because there's steps. I could paddle into the actual lock and get out on the left, because the canoe platform is on the right, just down here, and then you have to portage across the lock from the gate, from the lock gate. But in this instance, I could go in, and that left-hand bank, I could probably get out. If not, there's steps at the bottom, so I can sort of step onto them. Well, I'm not going any further. I am done for now. And there you go. So there's a Hampstead Lock. So here's the canoe platform on our right, and then you would walk along and go across the lock gate where the white bars are. It was very tricky when I did it once with my 16-foot kayak. Not the weight, this is pre-problems with my knees, but just negotiating it, getting it. I had to lift it up above the white railings and try and carry it across. The wind was blowing a hoolie. A bloody nightmare. It really was. So you see the left-hand side. I'll go to the left here. There's actually steps. So this way round would be perfect now for me to portage, not portage, to actually, well, I would still be portaging, but I wouldn't have to be doing the long walk. Because once you get out here, there's a canoe platform more or less straight ahead. So it's still portaging, but not in a big way. Hampstead Marina. Just over the other side of this, so let's just turn around. So I mean, there's steps there. And there's these metal steps here, and I could probably even get out the sides. To be perfectly honest, I could probably get out there. Another trip. I mean, I've not been out on the Medway I didn't get out on it at all. Yes, I did last year. What I call my practice ground up at Tunbridge Circuit. But other than that, they were clear. I was down on the Rover, I was on the Basingstoke Canal. Can't remember what else I did. I didn't do too much last year. Had a few osteoarthritis flare-ups, which stopped me doing it. But so for me, although I videoed this quite a few times, it is actually nice to get back out on it. I don't know what you think. Is it sort of like not worth videoing these again? Should I just come out on them just for relaxation, or should I share these paddles? Right, we're on our way back to the Yalding canoe platform. Video's nearly over. As I said, I may, depends on what photos I get, put a little photo montage at the end of the few photos I've got, just as a close. I hope you've enjoyed this video, obviously just the relaxation side and the chat. I do like to chat. And obviously I'm not chatting all the time. There's a lot of video cut a lot of time, and I'm just ambling along, enjoying myself and chilling out. Right folks, well, I'm approaching the canoe platform on my left. I'll leave the video running as I run into that so you can see the platform. I really enjoyed myself today. Tried a few new things out. Nice to get the drone up. I said to you about the bags and that, so I'll be sorting that in the near future. And I really hope you've enjoyed the video and enjoyed coming along with me on this little sort of 5-6 mile trip. It's only about 1:15, so I should be packed away at a leisurely pace. And I'm just going to take a little walk around with the camera, take a few snaps. So if you've enjoyed the video, please give it the thumbs up and leave a comment, please. I would love to hear your thoughts on the video and my channel in general. So that's it for now. I'll see you on the next video. Look after yourselves. Bye for now.